Oh, oh, almost threw up. Ugh.
Why?
Ugh. Because it was a really airy burp, you know, and it was like...
Yeah.
Nice fart.
Nothing a fart.
Sounded like one.
Huh?
Sounded like one.
What was it?
I
Gonna
think
fall
it was.
and die? Yep.
Oh, I thought I was gonna land on it.
And die.
And I will always love.
What are you doing?
You don't know that song?
So what are you doing right now?
I gotta find the lady in white.
What about that orb behind you?
I already cleared that. I
Oh.
think. Yeah, that's what activated this.
Oh.
I don't know how to get. Oh.
It's gonna be...
Circle it.
what are those things again?
Controls, man. Controls. There we go. I'll get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get
Isn't
him.
that one of the
Get him.
controlling ones?
Yeah. I'll take that.
What does that do?
I steal its gene codes, which helps me level up my,
So you basically rip
Legions.
its entire being out of it.
Yeah,
That's real nice.
pretty much its soul. Just rip it right out.
Don't ask if it wants to live still.
No.
Starting to get tired. It's because like it's almost 6 in the morning and that coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy frick, I thought it was only like 3.
And then that coffee
I
didn't
ain't
really
sleeping
last
this
too long.
weekend.
Huh?
I ain't sleeping this weekend.
Why?
Sleep is for the week.
I do want to do that surgeon simulator before I go to sleep, but I don't know how tired I am. Sorry, I didn't think I thought your head would balance it.
My head isn't that flat. I'm not Eddie.
Mine can balance. There we go.
It's because you got a flat head.
Actually, Ed also had a flat head. They all had flat heads almost.
Kevin had a really flat head.
Well, Johnny's head was round.
Yeah.
They
Round.
call him melon head, I think it was. Jeez. Ed and he was so mean-spirited with its name calling.
Who cares? It was funny and realistic.
I know.
They called each other names all the time, just like kids do.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. But like, if they release that sort of thing nowadays, they'd be, there'd be so many people being like, "This is terrible."
Yeah, a lot of parents actually. When I talk to my friends, they're like, "Oh yeah, I couldn't watch that Ed and Eddie," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, because it was like immature and whatever." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nah, it was just your parents who didn't like it. Thought it was weird."
I guarantee they didn't. Those are the type of parents that didn't let them watch Billy and Mandy.
Probably.
Because that was kind of like Ed and Eddie, except worse.
I wouldn't say worse. Ed and Eddie was like, I mean, Billy and Mandy. Yeah, it had a lot of name calling, but
Well, no, Billy and Mandy had the name calling, and then it had the weird, gross out humor.
yeah,
That's the thing.
where like they'd make like poop and.
Fart jokes
Yeah.
and burp jokes and vomit jokes.
But that's
and all
mostly
that stuff.
because of Billy.
Yeah.
Didn't they call him retarded once?
No, they never said retarded.
Oh.
They called him moron, idiot, stupid, imbecile, buffoon, boob, baboon.
Pretty much everything besides retarded.
Yeah.
At that point, might as well have just called him retarded. Oh, frick. Well, I got crushed.
They would call Ed monobrow,
Yeah.
and they call him monobrow, and I think they said something about because he didn't have a chin or something. They called Kevin Shovel Chin.
I remember that one.
Double D, they call him Sockhead.
Yeah.
I don't know if Eddie had a name that they called him. They just called him Dork, really.
Ed Boy.
That was Rolf.
Yeah.
I don't think they gave Rolf a name, actually.
No, they just call him Ralph.
Yeah, they never really made fun of Ralph. They never really gave him a. They never really made fun of him.
Yeah, because they would have gotten a mighty 3-shoe beating if they did.
Well, Ralph was just a good. I think he's my favorite character.
Yeah. He
lot of people
he was
say-
kind of friends with everyone.
Yeah. Well, that's because he was a foreigner and he probably done. Like he's trying to be friends with everybody. But he does have his patience get tested a few times.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Where he calls Kevin a stale-in piece of white bread.
yeah.
Lifts him up by the shirt like he's nothing.
See, the problem is people say,
Oh, Valkyries.
People- Valkyria or something. Yeah. Valkyries.
Yes.
There we go. The thing about Rolf is that people nowadays look at him as like, oh, he was an offensive stereotype, and he shouldn't have been on the show. And it's like, are you kidding me? He was one of the most well-liked characters in the show. Not to mention,
They took him out of the show, and I don't know, man. It just wouldn't be Ed and Eddie.
And they also, and the thing is, everybody. Not only did most fans like him, he was really funny. Not because of his like.
Not because of his like stereotypical.
No, but because of his
foreigner
just the
thing,
way he
just the
acted,
character.
the way he interacted with the other characters, and his insults were great because they were pretty. There's something that they wouldn't be in, you shouldn't have in kid shows, but they like worded it right so they could make it sound.
Get away with.
Yeah, like kids wouldn't understand it, but adults would. So they could still make it for kids, but also adults would understand the joke. The other thing about him is that he was one of the most respectable characters in the show, because not only was he
took care of a farm on his own,
while yes,
and one of the smartest characters in the show too.
And while yes, he did like his patience would get tested with Eddie or with Ed or even with
being controlled, frick.
Or with any of the characters. He was generally nice or at least tried to be nice to everybody.
How am I?
I think when there were times when Eddie and Ed or even Double D were in like trouble, when everybody else just kind of like laughed at them, he kind of helped them out.
Frick, let me cut the sever here.
Like I think it was the time where like Eddie had like that thing stuck in his throat.
Yeah.
Everybody else was laughing at him, but like Rolf wanted to help him out. So it's like, or when he had the zit, Rolf wanted to help him out while everybody else was laughing. So that's the one thing about Rolf is he wasn't a bully. Yes, he did, like.
He didn't really bully anyone.
No, like he might have picked on sometimes, but it was more like
It was more just like messing around.
Or that, or it's just like maybe he did have. I mean, like everybody has their limits of what they can handle.
I wouldn't say that was him picking on them. That was just him giving what they deserved at that point.
Yeah, that or sort of like, I don't know. He is a kid and he was like just messing around, I guess. But the point is, Rolf was a generally good character in my opinion.
I need to heal. I need to heal. I need to heal. Frickin' heck, man!
Oh.
God, this game is brutal.
You're playing it on standard, so.
Yeah, let's see you do it. Freaking meathead.
I haven't played it from the beginning, so why would it be bad for me to do it?
Even if you played it from the beginning, you would do worse than me.
I don't think so.
Oh, finish off. It's hard out. Alright, you want some of this? No! Freaking picture mode. Nope. 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 Get him. Tickets.
Huh?
I don't know, I just felt like saying that. Take him out. Could you go any slower? Kill him already. God, I guess I gotta help.
Your Legion's about to. 5.
Finish off. Probably got a D on that. Oh, there's still more? Oh no, okay, good. Frick. Yeah, let's see. D.
D. Yep.
This game's hard, man.
D for dick.
She's not showing up in there or on the ark.
D for D nut. Yeah.
D for dancing. I did the sleep dance. Alright, we should probably pause it.
Just start a new episode. I don't really need to pause. I'm just.
Well, because of your controller.
Oh yeah, the red shit stuff.